Yo, so there's a lot to unpack here. Your boy Terrell Owens, right? Former football player. I think he used to be a wide receiver. He said something about dating, right? His experience when he was growing up. Said something about black women, the reason why he doesn't date black women. I just gonna go ahead and play it so I can listen to it. I'll come back here, just give you my opinion. Oh, there's a lot of layers into this one. I'm so excited about this, man. But let me play that first, though.
My experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. When I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls is when I went to college. I tried to date some black girls when I was in college. They did not like me. I was skinny. I
Right.
was strong.
Right.
I was teased from high school, even to college. I got teased for being dark skinned.
Damn,
So there was,
they tease you, cuz?
yeah. So
All right. Here's the thing, though. I understand. I get it, man. Here's the thing. Maybe back then it wasn't not appealing to the girls, the black girls that he was approaching, right? Maybe he was more appealing to the white girls that he was approaching. And I don't blame him, but I don't blame him by his decision dating white girl at a time because hey, I'll go after the ones that like me, that show me love. So that makes sense. I would do the same thing. Yo, if I'm trying to holler five black girls that I really like, all of them say no to me, right? And I try like three white girls that I think they're attractive enough for me, right? And all three of them say yes to me. What do you think I'm gonna do? Do you think I'm gonna go back date black girls again? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna go after the ones that like me. So it makes sense. Like I don't blame him for that, but you gotta understand now, black girl, it can be tough though. Sheesh. Especially in those campuses, man. There was somebody that cute. I wanted to be cute, tall, all that. Maybe it wasn't that attractive back then. I mean, it makes sense. Maybe here's the thing too, right? Sometimes we also like trying to go after girls that are out of our league though. Maybe that was the case though, because hey, I'm pretty sure there were some black men getting chicks in college, getting black girls chicks. So maybe I don't think it was the only one. Hey, let me say this too, right? I guarantee you, around that time, there were some white dudes who were now getting ass from white girls, some white girls. Because you gotta understand, man, not everybody gonna be your type, man. Sometimes you might just tap into, the girls that not really your type like that. You tapping to the wrong people. But let me continue though.
there was a lot of self-esteem issues
Right,
that I
right,
had.
right.
No, I'm being
Yep.
dead honest.
That's all.
So when I got my opportunity, when my first experience with a white girl, I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad, but that wasn't. I just totally gravitated to white girls after that.
Right.
That wasn't the situation. So again, my experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. So
Which is fine, very understandable though. I would explain it, but you also gotta know what quality, what was the quality of the white girls you were dating though, and what was the quality of black girls you were trying to bag. So sometimes what I mean, it just depend of like who you going after. To let me, some girl that just have high self esteem, or maybe they been getting harder from like guys. They really girls are not easy though. They might be easy to smash, but when it's come to relationships, man, girls, the way the way God wired woman, they want to go after the best of the best. Maybe at the time it wasn't the best. I'm not blaming him. I think like whatever he's saying is right because your experience shapes who you are in the future. So let me continue though.
but that still didn't deter me from still dating or
Right,
pursuing black girls.
right.
So my thing now is because I know there's the stigma, the stereotypical of athletes, to go off and date the opposite color.
By the way, this was on was that Ocho Cinco's podcast. This is Ocho Cinco here on the top. Um, so he says something. There's a stigma nowadays about athletes going after the opposite sex, which is factual. I mean, we all seen it. It's like every time a black man get a little bit of fame or bag or money per se, they'll go after the white girls or the Latino, right? Barely you see them like dating like black girls. They might date black girls, but they usually go after the light skinned girls. So I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with black girls because every woman, every community, they have their issues. They are white girls that have their own issues they're dealing with, and black girls they have their own issue dealing with. The thing about black girls, most of them based on social economics, based on the upbringing, based on the slavery. There's a history of black girls that shape them the way they act because most of the black girls they have to be more masculine, they have to be more independent. So some of them have lost their femininity when it comes to dealing with men because they grew up in a family. All they see was fight. All they see like mom working 2, 3 jobs, just to survive, to bring to buy, just for them to survive, to pay the rent, all the bills, all that. So it's something that really, really like, I'm not gonna say in their DNA, they kind of like that's all they know. So they kind of act the way they act because of like there's a lot of components to that. It's not only because sometimes we don't have to take it too personal. I know I'm not giving in the past. What I'm saying, sometimes we don't have to take it too personal because sometimes you gotta judge people based off their upbringings though. I know there's a lot of work that we have to do as a community. It's not only like black women. There's a lot of work as black people, our community, we have to do, men and women at the same time. Also, the white women, they have a lot of issues too. We probably don't know. Maybe dealing with black men, they're a little different. Maybe if they dealing with their own people, they're a little different too. So everybody has their own issue though. But let me continue playing that, man. It's almost over, but
opposite race. But for me now, where I am, it's not even about color. It's not even about race. For me, it's about somebody that I have some chemistry with.
all right. This is cap, man. You saying it's not about race, it's about somebody you have chemistry with. I agree. But for you to have that chemistry with somebody, you have to approach that person first. In order for you to approach that person, you gotta select the person. You gotta pick, or you gotta be like, okay, I want to talk to this girl. So if you only approaching white girls or a Spanish girl, how you gonna find out that you have some connection? You don't have connection, like or how you gonna find out if you do have connection with the black girls? So don't tell me out of like how many black girls in America? Roughly, let's say out of like maybe 200 millions or whatever, 2 millions black girl, 1.5 millions black women in America. None of them gonna connect with you. That's a cap, dog. Because before you connect with somebody, you saying it's about connection. I agree, which is facts, right? I get it. There's nothing wrong with it. But for you even to establish that connection, you have to approach the person first. How you gonna know you guys are not connected? You guys never talk if you never really trying to holler because you gotta holler at the girl first. I see what I'm trying to say, right? You gotta be like, hey, yo, what's up? I'm trying to take you out, and then you're gonna find if you guys are connection now. So that's a cap for me. It's big cap, though. You just go after it's about skin, though. I think it's about skin because there are people, and nothing wrong with it. And one thing I really, really like about this podcast about the little interview that he did, he didn't bash. Sorry, whatever he said, he didn't bash black women. Some people they talk down black women, or if they don't like the other race, they talk down the other race. He didn't do it. He just said this the reason that I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But I really applaud him because he didn't say anything bad about black women. He didn't call them names and none of that, which is great. Hopefully until the end he didn't say anything. But let me play that. But that was a cap. That was cap for me. Big cap.
Good energy and I get a good vibe with. That's where I am. Like I said, we all want somebody that's attractive. You know what I mean? Aesthetics gonna play a big part in it. Anybody that says, "Oh, well, I don't care what the person looks like," that's a lie. That's a lie. We all want somebody that we can roll over.
Yeah, that's facts, man. Speaking facts, I mean, you want somebody who's at least somehow attractive to you. You don't. I mean, when people say I don't care how they look, no, you do care. I mean, we all do care somehow. You're not gonna just get a nigga that looks like trash. Like, nah, you have to like somebody before even you give them a chance to talk to you or even, to sleep with you. So that one is facts, though. I mean, I agree with him with that one, though.
And wake up to this, that looks pleasing to the eye. Everybody's experiences have been different. For me, when I grew up, I was in my high school pretty much is 50. I don't know what percentage black, white, but I lived in a black neighborhood. So at the end of the day, I attempted to date black girls when I was younger.
But here's the thing, though. One thing about black girls, man. Black girls, they know the game so well, right? White women, they know the game too. But they're more flexible, right? They're more like, they're not too harsh. A black girl, you're gonna have some games, man. They'll call you out quick. If they feel like you're kind of weird, I'm not gonna say white girl and call you like that, but the game you're gonna apply to black women, it's not gonna be the same game you're gonna apply to white women. Two different people, though. Black women, you're gonna have a different approach. That's about life, though. When you go to a job interview, the way not even that. Let me say, when you're at work, right? When let's say you got a meeting to talk to the CEO, your CEO of the company, the CEO of the company, your company, the company you work with. Your approach, the way you're gonna talk, your vocabulary, your grammar is gonna be a little different. When you talk to your co-workers, the homies at work, it's gonna be different. So maybe back then he didn't really understand the game, and not even like besides him not understanding the game, he was going after the girls that was maybe a little bit out of his league, though. Maybe they knew the game a little too well. All right, so that's just my opinion, but let me finish. It's almost over, though.
I wasn't as handsome as I am now. I didn't have this beautiful smile as I had I have now.
Oh, he said it too, though. He thinks right now it looks much better, right? Which might be true. Maybe back then it wasn't that attractive. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the thing about like women, right? When you're younger, girls in their 20s, college, high school, they want to date a cute boy. They don't really care. They don't care if you're a baller. They don't care if you're making like 100 million a year. If you ugly to their eyes, they'll overlook you. They'll pick somebody they think is cute because around that age, which is very, very normal, around that age, they want to have somebody that they can flex to their friends. Not even flex, but they want somebody that makes them feel good or look good. They be like, this is my boyfriend. Isn't cute? They want something like that. If you ugly, making money, they don't care. Like, she's 19, 18. Do you think she really cares? She cares about like, I want this nigga gonna provide for me. No, she's still living with the parents. She's getting food for free. She's getting a phone bill paid for free. So unless she's a different type of girl, grew up in a very, very bad family hood, like that's a different story. But in general, that's what it is. But by the time they're 30, in the 30s, maybe late 20s, 40s, 50s, it changes though. Now they're looking for somebody who's like, okay, I want to provide, I want to protect, I don't really care about those cute guys no more because those cute guys, they ain't got nothing to offer. So it makes sense to me though. He said it. He thinks back then he wasn't maybe not that attractive. So you gotta understand me. At the end of the day though, it's like, he's right because you try this, it doesn't work. You try this, it works. I'm sticking with the one that works. So which makes sense to me. So in this conversation, like I say, let me see.
Hit puberty. Right.
So in this conversation, like I say, I don't see anything wrong. He didn't say anything wrong at all, in my opinion. Nothing. And I will salute him. I mean, unless I didn't watch the whole interview, but I just got a clip. But I hope he didn't say anything. He didn't talk down on black women, which I don't think. He's not that type, though. He's not that type. But anyway, that's all I had to say. Y'all let me know what you guys think about it. Other than that, I'll catch you next time. Peace out, family. Out.